Camera fucking up. Audio fucking up. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I can't shit. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Y'all can't hear me? Oh yeah. Yay. Yay. God doggy. I done work this motherfucker. Alright, check this out. Let's get man. I'm gonna skip what I said before. I had a whole thing about how they trying to take down the politicians for supporting Donald Trump. Don't even worry about that. I'm gonna go straight to the show, man. I'm gonna have to edit this, cut the whole beginning out for the replay. Yo, but it's echoing. He says echo as fuck, but I can hear. Let me see. All right, that should take out the echo. All right. It sounds like I'm in a tunnel. Hey, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with my box, man. My box is not boxing today. My box is not boxing today. Maybe that'll help. Anyway, I'm gonna have to edit all this shit out. Welcome to the Dirty First Podcast. Look, they done demonetized me, man. Support the show, man. Support the show if you can today, man. Support the show. I ain't got no monetization. Ain't no button on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Help your boy get through this.
Can I have some money?
Help your boy get through this, man. Support the show. New Yorkers going through a real situation, and I figured it out. New York has a lot of problems. Let's be honest, they got a lot of problems. But I'm gonna go through this with New Yorkers, man. We're gonna cut to the chase, man. I wasted a lot of time trying to set up the audio, and I still don't know if the audio working right. So we're just gonna go dead into it. I'm gonna pop up with my ad lib. Damn, I ain't even got no ad lib screen on here. That's crazy. I got a webcam frame and ain't got no webcam. That's crazy work. Give me a webcam. Man, what's poppin'? What's poppin', everybody? Ain't no cam. Let's go.
All right, New York, y'all acting like a bunch of Mets right now. Explain to me this. The city that watched the skyline crumble on 9/11 is now considering electing Mamdani, whose own father once called the terrorist attacks the most spectacular act of terrorism in history, with a tone that sounded more impressed than horrified. And what, y'all are just cool with that? This man's been out here playing dodgeball with questions about Hamas and dodging the condemnation of Intifada. So y'all just hand him the keys to the city that got sucker punched by extremists? That's fucking brilliant. You'd think that the place that swore never forget would actually mean it. Instead, it's like New York collectively decided to forget the smoke, the screams, and the funerals just so they can virtue signal about progress. That's brain rot, wrapped in moral confusion. You're now about to hand the keys to someone who is clearly not rejecting the kind of hate that smacked you in the face. That's hypocritical hunger on starvation mode. Just like rebuilding the towers and then saying, let's get real cozy with those who cheered them falling. If a right-wing politician even hinted at sympathy towards extremists, their campaign would be torched by sunrise. Let me be real fucking clear. If your dad publicly romanticized 9/11 and you've built a career on winking at groups that justify the same kind of hate that caused it, you shouldn't be mayor of shit. The fact that this shit is even debated is proof that the city's traded its spine for hashtags and hollow activism. If you claim to be the city that stood firm after 9/11, then look in the fucking mirror and ask if this race actually reflects your values, or if you just got distracted by change, populism, and socialist dreams, and then somehow fucking forgot that some dreams are nightmares in disguise. So go ahead, elect them. While you're at it, rename the Freedom Tower to Irony Central, because apparently never forget now means, depends on who's running. Billions are spent every fucking year to protect that city from another terrorist attack. Cops, counterterrorism units, emergency drills, surveillance. Yet they entertain the idea of a mayor who sympathizes with the narrative behind groups those same departments are actively watching. That's like hiring an arsonist to manage the fire department and calling it innovation. So yeah, if hypocrisy had a capital city, New York would be it right now. Standing tall, waving the never forget flag, while pretending not to see who they're about to hand the mic to.
Yo. So the Ill Street Blues in New York right now. Shout out to Motivational Wizard, man. Shout out to Motivational Wizard. Women, gays, and no. Maybe gay women, but no. Even the gays are against this. Felons might be for it. Right? They talk about everybody should get out of jail. Nothing should be a crime. He rebranded what violent crime is now. Now armed burglary is not a crime because nobody died. He's trying to rebrand violence. So maybe the felons voted for him, but the gays are not voting for him. I got to give gays credit for this one. Even the gays are against, because even though they suck pole, they're still men. And men, generally speaking, will do it on his own best self-interest. It don't mean he's going to do the right thing. Doesn't mean he's going to do things for the interest of society, community, family. Doesn't mean that. It just means he's going to do what's in his own best self-interest. If he a criminal, he want to decriminalize, a lot of drugs. He want, if you get caught with a kilo, you get probation, because that would, that would benefit him as a criminal. Men do what's in their own best self-interest. And gay men understand that Sharia law isn't in the best self-interest of people who suck swiller. You know what I'm saying? They delete, gays out there. You go to Africa and the Middle East, they throwing you off the bridge, literally. So, gay men aren't really supporting that. So I'll give gays a pass on this one. But women and felons, definitely. The thing is, after I saw that clip, man, I actually did a little research on it. And there's a strong support for exactly what he said. I didn't find a clip of him talking about his dad was supporting 9/11, but I did see a lot of Hale, Adolf. Damn. My bad. Wrong strain, my bad. I did see a lot of Hale, Adolf slogans, and I found this interesting. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but I found his acceptance speech kind of interesting too.
A city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
Hold on, built by immigrant did what? Hold on, some immigrant?
A city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
Wait, so his first name is Zoran? Like the dude who came from overseas and came to New York and started doing hair and shit? Remember that movie with Adam Sandler, Legend of Zoran? That's crazy. That's his name, huh? He the hairstylist hitman. All right, that's cool. Hey, what's up, man? Love from Marquette Park, bro. It's just at Marquette Park a couple weeks ago feeding the ducks, no cap. That's my duck feed spot. I feed ducks and try to hit seagulls. That's my old man thing right now. Anyway, it goes to show you who they switched the gays with, right? With the immigrants. So it's women, immigrants, and felons. It's not women, gays, and felons. In this case, the gays are innocent, unless they immigrants. Though they might be fleeing sexual persecution and coming to America so they could suck Twitter more comfortably. And, you know, but women immigrants and felons is based. And I'm gonna show you why that worked. I'm gonna show you why that worked in a minute. But before I do, I thought this was real interesting. This is not New York. This is actually London. But they said this is what New York is going to be because London just voted for their first Arab mayor too, and on his term, this is the first thing he did, the first year in term. I ain't trying to see that whole thing. But those who don't think that New York can turn into that, if y'all don't think New York can turn into that, I want to remind y'all that Philly has a huge Muslim population. All the freeway dudes ain't do nothing. The beanie seagulls ain't do nothing when the Muslims came through and took over them old ass, you know what I'm saying, neighborhoods. Dearborn, Michigan, and I used to parlay in Dearborn. I didn't hang out like that, but you know, on that Greyhound trip, like when I was young, all the way till I got, you know, a reliable car, you know what I'm saying, when I got older, I used to catch a Greyhound from Chicago to Detroit because my sister stayed in Detroit, and the layover was Dearborn, Michigan. And those, anybody called the Greyhound, man, you know, them Greyhound layovers be like 4-5 hours sometimes. So I'm just going through, exploring the city, and there wasn't nothing but black people. We talking like, I'm from a small child in the late 1980s all the way to like me being a young adult like in the 2000s, be like one number black people in there born and white people that look like they look like they drove trucks. They ain't look like trailer park. They look like they drove trucks. But in one, where the Somalians come from? You think they just can't take over that quick? You think they don't have 7 men that could agree on one thing and get 2 pistols and take over a land? You think they didn't do that when in the 1990s when I was growing up? All the dudes was moving from Chicago to St. Paul, Minnesota, to get a white girl and a good job. Back when minimum wage was $7.65 or $8, whatever. They were paying people $14 an hour. Back then, we talking 1996, paying people like $15 an hour to work at KFC. Motherfuckers leaving Chicago to get double what they getting paid out here and get a white girl to let you sleep with her and pay you to lay pipe. You think that these Muslims ain't gonna come through and feel a certain type of way? They might not go through Brownsville or shit. I heard they took over the Bronx. They gentrified Brooklyn. You think they ain't gonna keep it moving? Man. So once again, where we at? Yeah, once again, y'all. They took away my monetization, bro. Support the show, support the stream, help your boy out, man. I'm broke, starving, and gang banging out here maintaining, man. Support the show, man. We gonna keep it moving.
Question. Do you have money?
I don't have any. I'm
Can
just.
you please give us some money?
I don't have any money.
Oh, let us not stress you out.
Take some money, bro. Take some money.
It's 100.
You said you don't have money?
You said you get some money.
Okay. Oh, really? Do you have money?
Well, no.
That's me, man. I ain't got no money, man. Help your boy out, man. Help your boy get some money, man. Support the team. You know what I mean? Look. New Yorkers. This gentleman right here, I don't even think he a native of America. But he heterosexual. Shout out to him. He heterosexual. We gonna say some real shit. Heterosexual.
It's going to be a disaster. They don't know what they're getting themselves into. I think, honestly, we should have American citizens running for these positions.
Let me pause right there. What's wrong with that, guys? I'm gonna come back to him. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with America? I'm gonna go right back to that. America's about to feel like urban America. Y'all about to get the black folks treatment, and this is what I mean by that. A lot of people yell racism don't even be racism. I ain't on no baby boomer black girl shit. But some things are, because real racism is economic. Some things be real racism, right? So, a great example of any hood USA, from New York to Chicago to Detroit to LA to Florida, wherever you are, if you go to the minority communities, none of their stores are owned by the people of that community. Most of their real estate, their commercial real estate, isn't owned by the people in that community. Just not. They have you vote for in Chicago we call them aldermen. Other places call them other things, but you vote for an alderman who has to be of your ward, of your community, and then they outsource all the gas stations and liquor stores to Arabs. They give all the contracts to the Lithuanians. You know what I'm saying? They give and the Mexicans. And you right there like, yo, I voted for you. You black as shit. You live 3 blocks from me. And ain't nothing I could do for you, bro. I've watched it. I have literally watched Alderman Sawyer give 4 liquor licenses for commercial liquor licenses to Arabs to get liquor stores on the corner, and then tell black people they can't get a commercial liquor license. They have to get a I forgot what you call it, but like they could open up a tavern. Like y'all can open up a bar or a tavern. Y'all can have an after night spot, but y'all can't. Like yo, so what? I can't sell potato chips too? I watch it happen all the time. I watch Latasha Thomas tell people during the 2008 housing crisis when it crashed out. I watched her turn down 4 old men. I was younger then. I was like 28, 29 years old. Them guys was like in their 50s, and they had the money in hand. Money in hand, like, yo, we want to buy our own block. We want to buy the abandoned properties and the adjacent lots on our own block so we can rehabilitate our own block. And she say, no, I'm selling it to the Polish and they going to do their own thing. I watched. When somebody says, man, why can't America be run by Americans? It sounds like the most logical thing. But it doesn't happen often. And we're gonna get into the voting. I'm gonna give you a preview real quick. Most of the people that voted, let me say it like this. I ain't gonna try to pronounce his name. The Sharia dude, the Sharia mayor, he had a large part of his voting constituency are people who don't even understand something as simple as, yo, even if I spend my money in my community, it's going out my community because the gas station attendant Arab. Or even if I live in a major city like New York, Chicago, and I want to send my kid for education, why would they educate my kid to the extreme? Because they have no invested interest. Small towns, totally different. When you're in a small town, kids be shocked. Kids would be surprised, you know what I'm saying? Like, bring your mother to school. And you bring your mom to school, and your mom and your teacher been cool for 25 years. And it'd be a whole different thing in small towns. But, because I saw that happen in small towns like Evanston and things like that. But when you're in a major city, you don't know people. There's no emotional investment. There's no investment there. No social, no economic, no emotional investment. And that's what New Yorkers voted for. New Yorkers aren't invested in New York. Bunch of foreigners, bunch of felons, and a bunch of people who are just disenchanted with the entire system. So when you're disenchanted, you don't vote, which means you're not part of the system. You're not invested in the system. You didn't vote. I will say this though. I'm gonna go back to do, but I will say this because we're gonna go through some stats in a second. But only 12% of New York voted. 12%. Those are horrible turnout. Horrible. You know who else had a horrible turnout? Chicago. That's how we got Lori Lightfoot. Only 3,000 people went to vote. Or she won by 3,000 votes, something like that. In a city of 3 million people, 2.6 million people. I done seen it, bro. With my own two peepers, bro. No, 30,000 people came to vote. That's what it was, not 3,000. 30,000 people came to vote for Lori Lightfoot. In a city of 2.6 million. What's 12% of 8 million people? No, it's 10 million people in New York. What's 12% of 10 million? 1.2? 1.2 million people? Over almost 9 million people disenfranchised, disassociated with that situation? Not invested. They don't feel that is their shit. That's why what dude is saying is so important. It makes sense. Americans should, like all officers in America should be, if black people thought they were American instead of fucking Africans, thinking they some purple and gold, cheerleading, skirt wearing ass niggas from Egypt, and they just said, you know what? If we were slaves or free, if we was Kunta Kinte or Crispus Attucks, regardless we was here in 1600s, so either we American or everybody migrants. And that's what they trying to sell you now. All these immigrants trying to sell you everybody migrants. No, the fuck they not. If black people decide to be American instead of black, then they will understand the propriety of what my man's saying. But, you know, I understand man talk. He mansplaining.
It's going to be a disaster. They don't know what they're getting themselves into. I think, honestly, we should have American citizens running for these positions. I mean, I don't understand how someone from another country is going to run for one of the most top prestigious positions in all of the United States. It should be a lifelong New Yorker who knows the city of New York. That's my opinion.
And he has said 4 times that he's going to disarm police here in New York City.
Well, come on. But he's going to have his own private security and make sure he's safe, right? But the city of New York is not going to be safe? That doesn't make any sense.
Because will a whistle stop a criminal?
Yeah, right. Social workers too are going to come save the day. No. We need more cops, more people on the streets. People need to feel safe in New York. We're one of the biggest cities in America, so we need more police, not less.
And people from all over the world come to New York because they're fleeing their countries that are being led by socialists, and now he wants to turn socialism here inside New York City.
It's false hope. It's like all this pipe dreams. People don't realize what they're really getting themselves into. It's not going to do anything. It's all a bunch of garbage. He's just talk and talk and talk. That's it.
False hope and pipe dreams. If y'all not from New York, man, my thing over. If y'all not from New York, y'all don't understand how powerful that was. False hope and pipe dreams. I've been kind of on hiatus, man, for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I hadn't really been following New York politics because I don't live in New York. But I will tell you, oh, this is about to be good. Here come the women. I will tell you that he sold a bill of goods. There's only 2 people in the lexicon of my life, historical context of my life, that I have heard sell as many dreams as Sharia folks. That's his new name now, Sharia Mayor. The Sharia Mayor. I ain't gonna try to learn his name. He ain't my mayor. Those 2 people were Babyface, my nigga. I'll pay your rent. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner too as soon as I get home from work. That was Sharia Mayor's election platform. I'll pay your rent, baby. Your faithful lover. That was his. And the second, also a New York nigga, Tammany from Tammany Hall. For those who don't know historically, back in the 1920s,
Having a horrible.
Tammany Hall was a place where they did politics in New York, and he's the one that came up with the mantra, a chicken in every pot. Something Tammany, I don't remember his first name, but something Tammany was the mayor of New York at the time, and he came out with the slogan, a chicken in every pot. He's like, you vote for me, I'll give you a chicken. And they still doing that. Think about it. They still coming to black neighborhoods, coming to your church and feeding you chicken. I just thought about that shit. That shit crazy, bro. I just thought about that shit. They still doing Tammany Hall shit. But yeah, he gave you that baby face shit. And the girls ate it up. To the point that, what?
Sharia law starts now. Absolutely. Zohran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York, starts today, baby.
God, there is just something so electric, so satisfying about knowing that my MAGA parents, wherever they are probably having a horrible night tonight. Oh, I literally just got goosebumps thinking about it. Like, they are in such a bad mood, probably, about the fact that Zoran just won and Prop 50 is gonna pass. Like, wow. God, I'm sorry. It just makes me feel good that my...
Low-key, though, I don't even know what Prop 50 is. Chicks got Prop 48. They got 2 more props after that shit. They need to get rid of 19th, nigga. That's the fuck they need to do. These bitches should not vote. But, alright, my bad. Prop 50.
My MAGA parents are probably upset right now.
When the day starts with Dick Cheney being dead, it ends with Mamdani winning. Oh, yes. Oh. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Sharia law.
I have never seen so many liberal women celebrating having to wear a burqa, my nigga. I have never seen it. I have never seen a person celebrate female oppression like a college-educated, don't need no man woman. You know they ain't got no man. Because if they had a man, he would have told her, like, hold on, bitch. Because even the gay dudes know better, bro. Even the gay dudes know, like, nah, B, this ain't what's up. Girls are dumb. Girls are just fucking dumb. But more than girls being dumb, girls can't count. Never forget that girls can't count. And because girls can't count, and because when you're a girl, you think everything just supposed to happen to you between birth and menopause. Baby face work, baby. Baby face work. I'm telling you, this motherfucker is the baby face pimp. This nigga's whole platform was the baby face soon as I get home from work. I'm not playing.
What do you think Zoran's best policy is?
I think affordable housing, smaller classrooms, free buses, lower rents, freezing the rents for rent-stabilized buildings.
That sounds great. How do you achieve that?
I think that he has really high hopes, and I think that he has a lot of energy.
You're going to achieve it through hope, or?
I think he's going to achieve it by really having a smart way of dealing with people and picking the proper people to work with him.
And what is that smart way of dealing with it?
I think that he has a good sense of people around him. I think he makes good choices, and I think he works well with other people.
Where does the money come from?
He will figure it out. Like, I think that he
hasn't yet.
I think nobody knows where they're going to do it first. I think they work.
What do you think Zoran's...
Man, speaking of where the money coming from, man, they demonetized me, guys, man. Support the show, support the stream, man.
Have some money.
I messed up my own show. I messed up my video. Oh, we ain't there yet. We got too many tabs open. But I want to keep the show moving. Girls can't count. That's very important to remember how politics work. That's why girls shouldn't vote.
we're going to pay for with tax money, with tax dollars.
Okay, where the tax dollars come from?
Tax dollars are coming from all of the billionaires and wealthy people. That
Well, they already pay, the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes. Yeah.
Can you
IRS data reflects that the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes. But I ask you, so if you tax the rich to oblivion,
Yes.
what happens when the rich leave the city? Who's to tax then?
They won't leave the city.
Why not? They've already done it in California.
Because in New York State, we have Wall Street. They're not leaving. And so what
You
if
think they can't leave? Then who are you going to tax when they leave?
We're just going to continue taxing people. But your
Oh,
argument.
the middle class, right?
Yes, actually, the middle
Oh,
class.
okay, so you explained it. So we're going to tax the shit out of the middle class when the rich people leave after you tax the shit out of them.
I think we should tax the shit out of everybody. Yes, I think that the middle class should be taxed 50% like it does in Sweden.
Well, how are we going to pay for it?
How are we going to pay for it?
Real quick, y'all know women don't pay taxes, right? Y'all know that, right? For those who don't know, now you know, nigga. 70% of all tax money comes from men. 70%. Women use 80% of social services. Men pay 70% of taxes. Whether you have kids or not, whether you're sick or not, whether you need food stamps or not, men pay 70%. I want to show y'all this, man. We're going to keep it pimping. By race and gender. First of all, I hate that. I've been watching a lot of manhwa lately, and I realize that races are aliens, like, you know, slime is a race. Like, we all human. I think they mean by ethnicity, but, you know, no child left behind. Nobody knows what words mean. 40% of white men voted for Sharia folks. Which means 60% didn't, right? 60% did not. 46% of white women voted for Sharia folks. 40% did. You know what's so crazy about that? When you look at the women's vote, the white women's vote, no matter when you look at it, when you look at the white women's vote always goes straight down their marriage lines. Like all the white women like, I hate Trump. All the married white women voted Trump. All the white women like, I hate Como. All the married women voted for Como. White women's votes normally align very tightly with the values of her husband, because her husband got to know how to count, my nigga. Her husband can count. Her husband tell her who to vote for, because she not following politics like that. You know what I'm saying? And if she was, she'd be mad as shit like Candace Owens all the time. Anyway, when it came to black men, and this is a misnomer, when it comes to black men, 56% of black men voted for Mamdani. And this is one of those times, bro, where I'm going to have to remind y'all, you got to find yourself. You're not going to make me believe. I'm just being honest, being 100. You're not going to make me believe when they say black that they not talking about the Arabs and the Asians, bro. You're not going to make me believe that, bro. That they not talking about the Asians, the Arabs and the other, you know, the Nigerians and shit like that. Cause those that immigrants, then the migrants, them illegal niggas, then the motherfuckers taking over Dearborn, then the motherfuckers talking about they invented rap and shit like that. It just is what it is, bro. A bunch of illegal motherfuckers with a U.S. ID. I told my boy somebody he gonna get a U.S. ID. I said, what they call them, real IDs? I said, what the fuck you gonna get a real ID for, nigga? You got a driver's license, a state ID, and you going to get a passport. He ain't got his passport. I got mine, but I'm like, bro, what the fuck is a driver's license if it ain't no real ID? It come from the Secretary of State, nigga. What the fuck is a passport if it's not a real ID? You got all these fucking foreigners out here with real IDs and shit, voting, because that's what Democrats wanted. They wanted illegal migrants to come to your fucking country. Criminals. They call it, it's in the name, illegal immigrants, right? They want criminals, trespassers to come into your home and vote on what the fuck you should, what type of decor you should have in your crib. So when they say black, bro, don't forget all the motherfucking all them Haitians they had down in Texas under that goddamn shit, you ain't gotta go that far. Everybody know how New York get down there. Every taxi cab driver is like king or some shit. Like that black shit is misnomer, bro. Anyway, that's all I want to say about that. Then you had black women, 50%, damn near 49%. Latino men, 47%. I found that odd. I did find that kind of odd that Latino men voted for Arab folks that much. Zohan, the barbarian ass nigga. Latino women vote like they men vote, so that makes sense. And then all other races. So what the fuck is all other races? But I would also like to say though, that the biggest percentage of people that voted for him was white women. Because once again, only 12% of New Yorkers actually voted. So of the 12, out of 1 out of 10 people, let's round to the nearest tens, right? Out of 1 out of 10 people that actually took the time out their day to vote, they had all day from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Don't worry about that shit. They ain't give a fuck about voting shit. For 1 out of 10 people who actually voted, 2 of them were white men, 3 of them was white women, 1 was a black woman. Goddamn it, the black man and the Mexican had to go together to add up to one nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really weren't fucking with voting, period. 7%, they weren't fucking with voting. And that's how you got down to the differentials, right? And that's why you have all these white women celebrating this shit so hard, because it's they shit. Let me tell you something, man. I found this whole thing hilarious. We gonna just meme after meme after meme. My man said, this is a quote from George Orwell. He said, it was always, well, I get to use the man voice. I'm getting, what's George Orwell get? I'm going to give him a masculine, though. I'm going to give him a masculine voice, though.
It was always the women, and above all, the young ones, who were the most bigoted adherents of the party. The swallowers of slogans, the amateur spies and nosers of unorthodoxy.
Let me tell you something, bro. George Orwell, you were born before me, sir. You wrote this before me, sir. But I didn't read this until today. So George Orwell, author of Animal Farm. Welcome to the Dirty Folks Podcast. Welcome to the motherfucking Dirty Folks Podcast. Let me tell you something. Let me give you the Dirty Folks translation of that. Girls are dumb, right? And the most bigoted adherents of the party. Okay, cool. The swallowers of slogans. When I tell you these bitches grow up on memes, they know the chorus but don't know the lyrics to the song, bro. Like, that is the dumb down nation of America. The dumber that men get, that you're just equaling to the smartest that women can be, unless she's an exceptional woman like a Madame, Curie or something like that. But generally speaking, they can't count. So yeah. Anyway, amateur spies. In hood lingo, what's an amateur spy? Let me see if I can make this bigger. Amateur spies. In hood lingo, quit pillow talking, nigga. How many times y'all heard that? Quit pillow talking. You talking about, that's my girl, I love her, man. I could tell her my secret. No, the fuck you can't. Get a dog, nigga. The amateurs, that's pillow talking, and nosers out of unorthodoxy. When I tell y'all, should no girls be at the table? Because in order to grow, it's discomfort. You've never exercised and grown, and growth isn't comfortable. It's just not. And women are creatures of comfort. So anything, they'll sell you down the river. They'll sell you down the river quicker than a money-hungry nigga. Because they don't even want the money, my nigga. That's how crazy that shit is. They don't even want the money. They just want to get their way. They not even like the fake best friend that follow you home and try to hit you safe. They do that shit on general principle, nigga. Zero theory shit. Ain't no value of clothes on, my niggas. shit done fucked y'all up, but we can go half. She make money, I make money. Nah, nigga, ain't no value with clothes on. That's really what George Orwell was trying to tell y'all. But he still wanted to sell books, so he couldn't sell like I said. Nigga. I want to sell books too, but you know. Anyway. Isn't it kind of wild how the same radical feminists who screech about the Handmaid's Tale are now voting to mass import a culture that actually behaves like that? Bro, I've done shows on that. A couple years back, I did a show on that. Do you know that every decade they make a new Handmaid's Tale? Every decade they call it something different. They rebrand it. But like in 1970s, it was like a Alfred Hitchcock movie. In the 1980s, it was like Matthew Broderick and somebody else. They kind of made it a comedy, but they make it once every decade, and it's a horror flick for women. That's so crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? A man making enough money and going to high society and telling this girl, you ain't got to work no more, baby. Just stay at home. Is a horror flick for women. That's just so crazy. The biggest threat to Western civilization is Russia, China, Islam, white liberal women with art degrees. Shout out to that. Man, I saw that. I was like, yo, this whole thread is hilarious, bro. Cause that's who voted for him. That's the one talking about my MAGA. Oh yeah, what the boy said.
My MAGA parents probably turning around. Wherever they mad. Cause we going to Sharia law, baby.
Her parents failed her, my nigga. Her parents failed the fuck out. This is the last one I'm gonna go, and then we're gonna go to the next clip. Liberal white women who complain it's too dangerous to walk alone at night, signing a petition to release violent criminals. It's not just white women. Come to Chicago. It's a lot of big, burly, broad-back, butch black bitches over here just rooting for they 11-year-old sons to murder men and have to live with that scar their whole life like he did a valiant thing. All these bitches fight promoters. It's not just the white women. It's not just the white woman. I can't even let the white women have that. If I wanted to give it to them, I wouldn't give them that. I don't think they deserve to
telling me that the same people that are up.
I don't think they deserve the ownership of fucking up everything they touch. This is women in general. Any untrained toddler is going to destroy everything. Please train your toddlers. Any untrained toddler going to destroy everything they touch. And then look at you like, look, daddy. Flour all on the wall and crayons and shit. Their whole body got fucking some type of butter oil on it and fucked up their school clothes. Got one shoe, one sock, and it's not even the same foot. Just, hey, look, daddy. And be so proud of themselves. Man, that's not just white women. It's all untrained toddlers. However, every once in a while, you find one that you know got him at the crib because she halfway trained. Halfway. You hear the sassy in her voice, but she halfway trained, but she's speaking pure facts.
I just want to make sure that I'm getting this entirely correctly. So you're telling me that the same people that are upset that the government is shut down so people cannot afford food are willing to vote for a mayor of New York City that wants government-owned grocery stores and wants to control the food. Okay.
Hey, that's crazy though. That's crazy work. Hey, speaking of food, man, support the channel, man. They demonetized me. Support your boy, man.
Quick question. Do you have any money?
I don't have any money.
Can you please give us some money?
I don't have any money. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, Harry, let us know, like, stress you out.
Take some money, bro. Take some money.
Take some money. It's $100. Take it.
You said you don't have money?
You said you don't have money.
Take it.
Some money.
Okay. Oh, really? Do you have money? I don't have any money. Well, now you do.
Yeah! Hey, yo, shout out to Mineral Mitch. I don't even know if I got it on here. Shout out to Mineral Mitch for
Two
the
types of people in this group.
$10 cash
First, there are
shot,
the people
man.
who actually
He say, man, he say he got to celebrate. Wait, what you say, bro? He said, cause you got to get a gays credit, man. That's crazy work, man. But shout out to you, bro. I don't even know if I got it on the screen. Why even got to thank you on this one? Hey, man. Hey, I told you, it wasn't the gays' fault this time, man. You can blame a lot of things on the gays, man. You can't blame this one on the gays, man. This is just the women and the felons. This right here, gentlemen, I found this absolutely amazing for two reasons. This is two reasons. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna let this play. I'm not even gonna interrupt it. The two reasons I think this clip is amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. Number two, because it's a black woman with clothes on, and everything she said about to make sense. Shout out to that. And the number one reason I find this clip amazing is because this girl, she can't be older than what, 20, 22 at the most on some black don't crack shit if you want to give her that. But I'm giving her the oldest 20. She might be a teenager, my nigga. And she understood shit that happened before 2003. That was amazing. That's amazing. I ain't boy or girl, Jew or Gentile. I ain't met a fucking Gen Z who know anything that happened before the year they was born. So shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. Shout out to her parents, man, for giving her a goddamn book. All right, but I'm gonna let her talk her talk.
Mamdani won yesterday because the education system failed my generation. 75% of voters under the age of 30 supported Mamdani. And there are essentially two types of people in this group. First, there are the people who actually hate America and want to destroy it. You know, the ones they're chanting globalize the Intifada, want to assassinate everyone who makes more money than them, and think it's a tragedy that the Soviet Union collapsed. Then there's another group of people, probably the majority of people, who see that there are legitimate issues with New York City, but the education system has failed them so miserably that they have no idea how to fix it. Like, yes, New York City is extremely expensive, and government policy is largely what has made it that way. So of course, someone who comes in and says, well, everything's just gonna be free, sounds great to people who are rightfully concerned about prices but don't know anything about economics or history. But government-controlled rent, grocery stores, and healthcare are not going to make these issues better. Because once the rich people that the Mamdani voters hate so much either leave the city completely or run out of money for the government to take, they're going to first have to deal with lower quality of services and then shortages. And this is all so frustrating for those of us who have either read a book about this stuff or who are even just paying attention to what's happening in, say, our own country in like California, or who are paying attention to other countries that have gone down this path like Venezuela or Cuba. But what's most concerning to me isn't necessarily the economic issues, even though those are going to be an issue. The bigger concern for me is the growing number of people who know what socialism is and know what it leads to, but they want it for America because they hate America and want to destroy it. And the ignorant majority is giving them what they want. Because it's not just the economy that politicians have access to, they also have access to the education system and law enforcement. And with access to these parts of our society, they can intentionally make things worse and then point to things getting worse and say, look, the American project was always doomed to fail. Mamdani is the product of...
Hold on, Matt, real quick. She sound American. I just want to give her credit. She don't even sound black. She sound patriotic as shit, bitch. I respect that, man. Her parents did good.
A cycle where people who want America and the West destroyed are creating an environment where they can easily manipulate the ignorant majority into supporting these policies that are going to actively destroy the country. Remember that desperate people are extremely easy to manipulate. People should fear socialism the same way that they fear Nazism, and the fact that they don't shows how far the brain rot goes. The only way to beat this is to start by arming people with facts. If we can't turn this around, and turn this around soon, the country will start to look like the Soviet Union, or maybe even something worse.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. And like I said, for those who ain't really hip on New York, because I wasn't really hip on it till earlier today, man, that boy was baby facing, bro. Baby facing, bro. I'll be your baby. Your faithful lover. I'm on another white woman. White woman. Let's see what the
Money
white
is
woman got to say.
already asking for money.
January 1st.
Oh, I got the whole video too, but I like her too.
Mamdani is already asking for money.
January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money?
My bad, y'all.
Day and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
I thought it was all gonna be free. You mean somebody actually has to pay for it? What happened to all the taxes that you were gonna raise on corporations and the top 1%? That was your plan to cover all of this stuff. What do you mean you need donations? He hasn't even become mayor yet, and he's already admitting that what he told you he was gonna be able to do might not actually happen. If you're in New York and you're expecting donations already, my message to you is, you voted for it, you donate. Put that socialism to work. It's now your job to put your money in for the good of the collective. Show us how it's done.
Yo, crazy work. One day after he got elected, man, he started begging for money. One day later, nigga, that is crazy work, bro. That is crazy work. I got so many tabs up. Normally, I had this chopped up into a one show, but it was just too much, bro. It's just too much. Yeah, we're gonna give you the whole thing though, so you get the whole energy of it. Cause first of all, I have never in my days and nights. This is a social media generation for real. I've heard acceptance speeches. I have never seen a person do a PSA commercial the day after they get elected, my nigga. And they did this shit on an iPhone. He got a homie with an iPhone. The same way they film the O Block videos. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no secret. It be a nigga with an iPhone. They be in grandma's living room, and then they edit that shit on the iPhone. That's what he did. He gave y'all bro. He gave y'all a TikTok iPhone acceptance speech. Pre-written by somebody else. That's crazy work, bro.
Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement.
Let me pause it right here, man. Let me show y'all something. Before I even go there, what did I do with it? I can leave this up. He says it's gonna be done by the people who support this movement. I wanna. Y'all gotta see this, bro. I saw this shit earlier, B. I almost cried. And then I remembered, I don't live in New York, nigga. That's all I remember. Where's that? I just clicked it. Here it go. Here it go. Damn, I clicked it twice. I don't gotta go. Sharia folks transition team will be led by 5 women. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 women. A Sharia chick. I don't know what she is. A taco chick. A soy sauce chick. A microwave chicken dinner chick. You should, well, hell like that, you know she don't cook, nigga. She ain't even a fried chicken chick. She's a microwave. She the type of bitch that she ain't even cute like that. She type of bitch that gave me microwave fish sticks and told me it was dinner. And what's this chick? Hold on, we got Sharia chick, taco chick, soy sauce chick, microwave dinner chick. What was this chick? I need to know what's her food denomination. That's how I'm breaking girls down from now on. What they native food? She not Native American. She ain't no corn chick, turkey chick. I don't know what she is. She probably another Sharia chick. But there's no way. There's no way this is gonna have a good outlook, bro. He need to be stopped, B. The only thing worse than a woman in control is a woman leading from the background. Because at least when a woman is the face of something, she got 4 men telling her what to do. She just take all the credit and probably all the money because she can't count. But he intentionally put 5 women as a transition. Transition from what? To poverty? To slavery? What the fuck is your transition into? This is what I thought of when this motherfucker just said it with a straight face.
Possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. Made possible by the people who built and believe.
People who built and believe in that movement. That's who built and believe in a bunch of college-educated dumb bitches. That's who believe in this movement. And that's who the fuck he supporting. Dumb hoes. I'm telling you, this motherfucker babyface the whole game. He went from babyface to Bobby Wall. I mean, real quick. No, he ain't sleep with nobody chick yet. Now, that'd be crazy if he sleep with somebody chick. But he's Sharia law dude. He probably smack him up before he sleep with him. He more likely to choke him out for infidels. He babyfaced the city, my nigga. Oh, baby, you're in here, baby. You're a faithful lover. That's just crazy work. That's crazy work, man.
In this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
You really can't make this stuff up. Not even 24 hours after New York elected this socialist communist mayor, he is now asking you to donate to his cause. He is now literally begging his supporters for money to make his promises come true. To make things free, you have to send him money. This is communism, this is socialism at its finest. And I'm sorry, New York, but you fell for it. I tried my best. All of us in the movement against Mamdani tried our best to warn you and to tell you that he was just putting on a face every day in order to get into office and do what he actually wants. But New York...
You know what, though? He rocked out the whole time. And I'm going to go to the next clip. But he said some real shit. He said, and to make things free, in order to make things free, I need your money. It sound like these motherfuckers on social media talking about these hoes, man. I be listening to the game, niggas be spitting sometimes, and they be trying to talk about their dating coaches, but they don't. You ask their body count, and their body count is like what I did sophomore year in high school. I was like, all right, bro. I'll take care of you. But we need to go half on the bill. And you ain't really taking care of her, bro. That's the bait and switch, though. Shorty, I'll do anything for you, nigga. Drink your bath water. You know what I'm saying? I'll wrap a lasso around the moon. But, cause you handle lighting and cables, you know what I'm saying? Got lighting cable bills kind of high, you know what I'm saying? Cooking gas bills too, if you got cooking gas, yeah, cause you handle that. But yeah, I'm gonna give you the world, but you know, you gotta pay half on it. I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool with it, but that's what the selection was. I give you everything free, but can I get some money? Like, he baby-faced it. Like, I ain't even getting on the toilet. I'm just telling you, he baby-faced this motherfucking platform, B. He baby-faced this platform, nigga. He probably got every campaign promise from R&B from 1986 to 1994. Like, you could probably pull up any Luther Vandross or Teddy Pendergrass from the 80s or any goddamn Boyz II Men from the 90s and got all his campaign promises out that bitch. His press secretary should have been Brian McKnight. This motherfucker finessed. Hey, damn, this ain't even what I wanted to show, but I just thought this was funny.
Stuff I promised during the election, I've just been informed it's going to cost a whole lot of money, and you get to pay for it? Look, I'm going to be real with you. All the free stuff I promised during the election, I've just been informed it's going to cost a whole lot of money, and you get to pay for it?
That's crazy, man. Whoever did this AI, that's wicked work. That's crazy work, man. But all right, this last but not least, we're gonna chop and screw it after this one. Transition team, bunch of fucking soy sauce, chicken. Really? This is my finale? Why? I know I made this for my finale because I'm mad about this. This is a personal pet peeve of mine too. My personal pet peeve is people who leave Chicago. Wait, before I play him, bro. Before I play him. Quick disclaimer. But before I play him. And y'all have heard me say it. Y'all, those who've been on my channel for a while, man, y'all heard me say this. There are places, when we tribe, the places that I'll go, I can't tell y'all because I can't go anywhere black women are. I've told y'all that. Like, I'll never go back to Atlanta. My sister in Atlanta, I'll never see my sister again, man. I swear to God, nigga. If my sister don't come to Chicago, I'll never see that motherfucking woman again. Oh, my niece. Y'all, my mother did, so she didn't really have no reason to come to Chicago. Or we meet up in Mississippi. She just catch me in traffic in Detroit or some shit. Maybe. I'll never go to Atlanta again. I'll never go to Houston again. And I loved Houston, bro. Houston after the whatever year that was when the levee broke in New Orleans, and all the thick ass New Orleans girls moved to Houston, like before they brought they shooting ass brothers with them. Maybe they brothers at the crib out because I was by the Galleria. The niggas had a couple dollars out there. Some of the back, bro. I thought Cali does have fine women. Cali does have fine women. Miami used to have fine women. Used to. But nigga. Houston and we talking. I'm not trying to kill this. 06? 06, 05, 06. Badass, bro. Like pretty. Like LA got gorgeous women. But Houston had pretty women. Like women that you will take to your grandma and grandma be proud of you. Your boys be proud too, but your grandma be like, yeah, you did good, baby. I never go. Because there's too many Chicago bitches down there. Too many people leaving Chicago to turn the red states they go to. Look at the last election, bro. Trump won Georgia as a state, but he lost Atlanta, the whole Atlanta metro area. Gwinnett, Cobb County, DuPage. I mean, the fuck is Atlanta? Well, for County Atlanta and somewhere to D. Lost that. He lost the nigger counties, but he won the state. Anywhere that you get black women to go, you'll get black men to go because they chasing pussy. And then they'll try to turn your red shit blue. At best you'll be purple, but you'll really be more red than blue. And everybody dies, man. God damn it. Anytime you let black women, you follow the tails, everybody dies, B. And that's the problem with I got a cousin in Dallas. Bitch go to Dallas, leave Chicago, go to Dallas and vote Democrat. That's what the fuck you leave Chicago for. Anyway, and it's good to know I ain't the only person that feel that way. Go switch back, bitch. Because apparently there's a whole campaign for Florida and Texas people like stay your ass in New York. A whole, man, Twitter going crazy with Texas and New York, Florida and New York niggas.
And when Zoran Mamdani becomes the mayor of New York City, please do not move to Florida. We are a predominantly red state. If you're not coming down here with red state politics, please stay over there. Because there is no way that you're going to allow these people to ruin your state and come to Florida just to vote the same way. That's the one that I'm getting tired of with these whole transplants coming down here to Florida and trying to ruin Florida. If you're going to come down here and vote blue, might as well stay where the fuck you're at. The reason why it's so much better and cheaper down here is because we actually have a mayor that really cares about Florida and everything that's going on in Florida. And yes, we understand there's some Floridians that vote blue. They're Floridians. They've been here for quite a long time. And honestly, They could vote blue all they want, but this is still a red state. But what we're not gonna do is come from wherever the fuck you guys came from to down here in peaceful Florida just to bring that bullshit down here. Honestly, some of the bills that he was proposing, that shit is just insane. This man was talking about getting rid of bail, lowering down penalties for assaults and all that other stuff. Like, fam, I love New York. I love New York City. I love New York State. I do business in New York. The people are great, but the policies in New York is what's pushing people away from New York, because the politicians in New York, they don't care about anybody but themselves and greed. How about you guys just move to Jersey, start going over there and leaving us the fuck alone, because we're tired of that shit.
And that's what it is, bro. Locusts, man. Liberals are locusts. They just go everywhere and destroy everything and then just move around. And the only thing that can stop them is married white women. Married white women. I used to say white women. I still say the only thing that can stop a black woman is a white woman. I'm still on that. But then I've been watching these liberal white women sounding real Keisha-like. They in this motherfucker Marjorie Green arguing with goofy bitch from Texas. What's her name? Fucking civil rights attorney, but we shall overcome ass bitch. Bro, they get real saucy. So if you ever go to child support court, all them caseworkers, all them fucking white women caseworkers, ain't none of them got kids. They all telling you that this bitch should be the better parent, but ain't none of them got kids. Like, let these liberal bitches be. Liberal Karens and Keishas the same motherfuckers, just different shades of gray. Married white women are the only thing that can stop black women. Mexican women can't even stop black women, because Mexican men don't have as much influence. Mexican women just teach you, you want a family? Like, bitches like, no, thank you. I don't want family. I'll take the kid, keep the man. They think the man decide this shit, like he the aunt. Look, anyway, and you'll keep getting this, and they'll turn this whole motherfucker. Every major city will be red. Every state not gonna be red, cause men be where the women are, and girls don't know how to do shit. You don't have no farmer Bill ass chicks, bro. Like, don't. Y'all don't date them type of girls. If you're in the city, you're not gonna meet them type of girls. When I wanted to be the chicken coop king, country girls came to me. It was country girls. Country girls came to me, was like, yo, this is how you set it up. They was trying to limit me, like, you don't want that many chickens. I'm like, I want all the chickens. I ain't gonna let them limit my chicken aspirations of having a chicken empire. But they taught me how to set it up. They told me where to go to get free feed. I didn't even know that the feed for your chicken is free. They told me I don't want it. They was like, it ain't organic or nothing. But it's like, but if you just starting off and you fill her, like they put me in position to be, to start my chicken aspirations. I like chicken. What's better than a fresh chicken? You know what? They was all married. All the women that helped me were all married women. Like, you want to be chicken? All the single women. Why you want to get chicken? Bitch, you eat chicken? Married women, they understand value. They're like, oh, this is how you feed yourself. Don't listen to no single liberal women. And there ain't that many single conservative women. There's very few single conservative women. Especially over the age of 28. Don't listen to it. If you go somewhere and they be like, we liberal, everybody finna die, B. Everybody finna die. All the Juneteenth celebrations gonna get shot up. All the Christmas gifts gonna get stole off the porch. Man, I don't care what their socioeconomic status is. I don't care what suburb they live in. Because a suburb gets turned out, they'll find the only hood nigga. I'm telling you, bro, be fucking in the streets. Anyway, I'm gonna do another show later. I had a whole nother show queued up. Probably come back in another couple of hours. Do that. Matter of fact, I got 2 more shows I want to do. I'm checking them all down today, man. I ain't been here in a minute. I got some things to say, and we're gonna have an open panel later too, because we're gonna talk about some things about You'll find out. Anyway, I appreciate everybody that contributed to the show, man. Got to get my goddamn monetization. I can support show, support stream. Man, love each other and love your brothers as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up, man.